Get ready for some wow on the Signature Mike Show.
I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having us in your living room today. I have some really fun guests. I have the recurring Drew Cunningham with me. We are going to take an inside look at Drew's house. You've seen some really cool things she's made on the show, and you are going to see some things in her home. I was in her home recently. I'm getting ready to do some window treatments for her. I took pictures of everything, and you're going to see that soon. First, I have John Ryan with Tunnel to Towers. My friend John. How are you, John?
I'm very well. Nice to see you.
We've known each other. Always good to see you. We've known each other 5, 6 years,
about 6
something
years,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah, you and your wife Coco. Absolutely, yes. So John is with Tunnel to Towers. If you're not familiar with it, we are going to share it. It's something you need to know. I'm sure you probably know about it because it's a really big organization, not only in the country, but even here in Augusta. So I think you'll find this interesting, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Very
Tell
interesting.
everybody the story of Stephen Siller.
So Stephen Siller, very near and dear to our hearts in the community here in Augusta, in the fire community originally, and it's that fondness has grown, as you mentioned, across the country. So on September 11th, 2001, as the attack was taking place in New York City and in Washington, D.C. and in Shanksville, Stephen was FDNY, a firefighter with the city of New York, and off duty that day, out of the city on a golf outing with family, and of course desirous to get back into the city and help.
Yes.
And so when he made it to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, he found out that the island of Manhattan was closed. It was secured. You know, we weren't sure what was going on, and so nobody can go any further. And so what Stephen did was to don or to put on all of his protective gear, his firefighting apparatus, including the air pack.
How many pounds?
Probably close to 60 pounds.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's not a slight effort, and to run through the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel to the towers, and then to go to work. And
Yeah.
When the towers collapsed, he and 342 FDNY brothers were all killed. And so his family, in the immediate aftermath, in an effort to try and help initially the families of the 343 firefighters, started a nonprofit organization that they refer to as the Tunnel to Towers Foundation.
Yes.
And it was very well received, did amazing work for that first responder family community initially, and then grew exponentially in the ensuing years to help with the campaigns in Afghanistan and Iraq, and wounded warriors and catastrophically injured service members and their families, whether it was service members coming back home that needed to have homes built for them that were adaptive to their particular capabilities at that point, or if it was families who had lost a service member in battle, that to have their mortgage paid off, just any way that the foundation could support the heroes from 9/11, then through the campaigns in Iraq and Afghanistan. And as those campaigns came to a close, the foundation has grown to the point now where they're doing amazing work for other sectors of society, primarily built around first responders and veterans' needs.
Yes, amazing, absolutely amazing. What an amazing legacy.
Yes, sir.
You know, what a terrible thing, but, you know, it's always nice when something good
Yes.
happens out of that,
I
you know,
agree.
absolutely. So you talked about the Smart Home program where you're building homes for these first catastrophic event people, and then the homeless veterans
So
as
yeah,
well.
that's sort of one of the latest campaigns initiatives, is to recognize that there's an outsized population of veterans, homeless, that we collectively as a society need to recognize and try and do something about.
Absolutely.
So they're building or adapting hotel-size residences in some of the major cities and moving homeless veterans in there to help them get back on their feet and to re-engage and re-enter into society in a more effective way.
Absolutely amazing. There's the 9/11 Institute, and it's a September 11th education program giving teachers tools to discover the 9/11 heroes.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes, and then you also have speakers that go around, and because
amazing.
Some of these kids today, they weren't even
They don't
born
even know,
then,
right?
or,
Yeah. If we don't do a good job in our generation of educating the upcoming generations, right?
Yes.
Then they're not going to know. We're never going to forget, but they don't even know. And so the 9/11 Institute has K through 12 lesson plans that have been approved and appropriate to be put into the curricula in all of the 50 states
Yes.
and the territories. And the teachers can invite guest speakers to come out and to educate the children in all age groups at an appropriate level on what 9/11 was, what it meant, what it means, and just to make sure that we never forget.
Yes. Let's share with everyone your plaque that you were recognized with.
Yeah. So this is actually an award that the foundation gives. It's called the Follow the Footsteps Award. And every year we recognize someone in the community that has helped the foundation and continues to propagate the effort that the foundation represents. And so each year at the end of the 5K and the ceremony, we'll recognize someone from the community, usually a business person or a volunteer or someone from city government or whomever it is that the committee decides, we need to make sure that we recognize this person.
Yes.
And so this was an honor that I was awarded several years ago, and it's also an honor that we'll be happy to continue that legacy of Stephen and follow the footsteps of he doing good in the most austere situations to try and...
That's amazing. Let's tell everybody about the upcoming event, the annual event. It is September 6th at 8:46. Tell everybody why 8:46 is important.
So 8:46 is the time that the first plane hit the first tower. And so it's a monumental memory for all of us. Everyone remembers where they were, what they were doing when that took place. And so we want to recognize that and never forget that. So
yes.
at 8 o'clock, we start a very nice ceremony
yes.
at the amphitheater at the Augusta University Somerville campus.
Yes.
And for 46 minutes, we have a ceremonial rendering of that you're the MC for.
Yes, absolutely. I've been for a few years, so please come and let me have somebody to talk to.
Amazing job. And
Thank you.
But we'll just have community leaders, the sheriff's office, the marshal's office, the fire chief's office, someone from the mayor's office, someone representing Augusta University where we host the event, and honor guards and bagpipes playing.
Absolutely.
It's just very touching.
Well, we want to see you there. September 6th, we will see you there at 8 o'clock. Check me out on social media. We'll be talking a lot more about it. Stay tuned. Drew Cunningham's next on the Signature Mike Show.
Come on, let's make this woman shine all day. Let's make this world do everything you say. It's so easy and so fun to feel this way. To feel this way.
The ultimate driving machine for everyone at Taylor BMW.
Imagine a life filled with energy, adventure, and clarity, where each day is a new opportunity. At Be Healthy Medical Weight Loss, we're here to turn that vision into reality. With over 15 years of experience in the Augusta area, our specialists are dedicated to guiding your health journey. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100, trust our experts to get you to your goals confidently and safely. Buzz on over to 4150 Washington Road so you can thrive at the Hive.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Henny Michael here with Hardwood Floors & More. For years we've been talking about our flooring and lighting gallery, but did you know we are also your one-stop shop for wallpaper? Today more than ever, wallpaper is the most popular home design element by combining both color and texture. So Hardwood Floors & More has you covered from floor to ceiling. And don't forget, we offer interest-free financing throughout our showroom and a military discount. Discover for yourself why Hardwood Floors & More has so much more in store for you.
Welcome to Dink Pickleball on Fierce Ferry Road. Stop by our pro shop for exclusive paddles, gear, and apparel that keeps you looking sharp. With 9 state-of-the-art courts, there's always room for your next rally. Our private event space makes every celebration unforgettable. Refuel with chef-curated food, cool off with ice-cold drinks, and catch the action from our loft's perfect view. New to pickleball? Learn from the best with classes taught by our pickleball pros. No membership required.
Our crafting corner brought to you by my friend Christina Perkopile at Nailed It DIY in Evans. I have my friend Drew Cunningham here today.
Thanks.
Thanks. We love having you on the
Love
show.
to be here.
You've seen her on the show. You've seen all of her wonderful, fabulous creations. You've seen things that she's made with items that she's repurposed that she found on the beach. You've made things with shells. You name it, she's made something with it. So you've seen all of that, and you'll see today we have no props here, but we have some eye candy for you because Drew had me at her house to do some window treatments for her, and I'm looking in her house, and it was amazing, all of these things. So I'm just going around snapping pictures. I'm thinking, okay, what am I really here for? Because I just couldn't get enough. Every room had some fantastic art, most of which you couldn't just pull off the wall or take it and bring here to the studio. So we're going to bring it to you. Let's start from the beginning. And I think the first picture here, we are in the kitchen, are we not?
Yes.
There we go there.
Yeah.
So that is your wall cabinet above. And tell us about those cool pulls, handles.
I love old doorknobs.
Yes.
And I had a collection of them. And what are you going to do with those? So
Absolutely.
I figured out I wanted them all my cabinets, and my husband had to figure out how to install them. People ask him, don't ask, because I don't know.
Yeah, because those don't have the screw kind of thing. They're just a different mechanism.
I come up with things all the time, and he has to
I love it.
figure out how
Well,
to
your
install
color choice there, that turquoise looks really great with that gold and that size knob. That looks really, really great. Amazing. You've layered some things there on your countertop. Just really fun. I'm sure all of that tells a little story.
It does tell a story. Everything's just stuff I like, and it's fun.
I love it. What's the next picture we have here?
That's in my living room.
Yes.
And this old table came out of the Wife Saver when my husband was a kid and making biscuits.
Oh my gosh. In case you don't know, Drew and her husband own the local Wife Savers. In case you thought, I know her from somewhere. That's where you know. They own some of them, yes. But so you have that table came out of there, and you just have a collection.
I've just got stuff that I love. Some of it was my grandmother's. Lived in Japan for a while, and I just like to. I have a lot of stuff.
I love it. And
I'm
I like
a maximalist.
The corbels on the wall, and then you're able to put decorative items on that and really tell a cool story. I see a lot of Asian-inspired things.
Yeah.
The next picture we have is that amazing window treatment.
Yes.
I love that. So normally, I do panels a lot. Tell us about that cool piece in the middle.
That's an obi.
Obi. OBI?
OBI, that you would wear with a kimono and wrap it around like a belt.
I see. Okay, gotcha.
So I had some of those, and they're on my windows now.
It makes a great statement there on the window. Absolutely. The next picture is that fabulous mirror.
Yeah.
That was in your kitchen, yes.
It's in the kitchen. I had an old frame, and I just played with it with plaster of Paris and made the design and painted it. And
okay. One thing I like about everything you do, you use a lot of metallics involved, and I love a little bling.
A lot of turquoise and metallics. Those are my favorites.
I love that. What do we have next? The next picture, we have the layered zebra.
This is a zebra rug that I had on my floor that it was really kind of falling apart.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to throw that away.
Right.
So I hung it on the wall.
Look how it grounds that. Imagine that picture on the wall without that layered behind it. It really makes a statement.
My sister did this picture. That's a picture of Good Shepherd Episcopal Good Shepherd Church.
Okay.
That's where we were married.
Oh, nice. Nice. Love it. I love the next picture. You have the canes in the container there. And that's in your foyer, is it not?
No, that's in the dining room.
Okay. Oh, that's right. So I came around the corner. It was right there in the dining room.
I collect old. I've got one that's a chicken.
Of course. Wife Saver chicken. I get it. Absolutely. I love that. And then you've layered that up on a stool of some sort.
Yeah, I think it's Chinese. I bought it in an antique store in Beaufort.
I love it. Okay, this next picture is one of my favorite things. Look what you've done with not only the chandelier, what you've done to the ceiling above the chandelier.
I had to stand on my dining room table, and I was worried that my neighbors were going to see me at 5 o'clock in the morning painting on the ceiling, so I had to wait till it got daylight.
I love it. So we see all of these feathers coming out, and then the way you've painted it on the ceiling, it
just
almost
kind of mirrors.
Yeah, it mirrors it up. It reflects it up there. Just what a statement that makes. And again, if you can imagine this picture without that on the ceiling, it would be a beautiful fixture, but then you'd have that big open space up there, and that really just brings it all to life.
I see blank spaces, and they have to be filled.
I gotcha. Absolutely. Well, if you go into your house, you have a blank space, it's really going to stand out because even your laundry room. Look at the next picture. That laundry room, amazing. What you've hung those washboards.
Yeah. And then I painted the ceiling gold and put some swirls on there. And
I love it. So that makes you don't mind doing laundry because it makes you happy.
no,
You
I
still,
don't like
you still don't like doing
laundry.
laundry? Okay. The next picture we have is this fabulous
Okay.
light fixture. I love that you've taken that basket and then you've put some twigs up there.
We live in an old house, and that's the way the light fixture and the air conditioner and heater comes through there.
Oh, I see the vent for the yeah.
vents.
Okay, I didn't realize. I thought it was just a light fixture.
So I just put a little bird's nest up there.
That is so cool. The texture and all of that, and it just makes it interesting in the way the light carries through that woven. It looks great. The next picture looks like wallpaper, but I know it's not.
No, I painted that. It's in a little bathroom in our hallway.
Yes.
I painted the it took me days, and I just didn't know what I was going to do, and I just would go, and I still go in there and paint sometimes.
Oh, I love it. I
and on
love
the back, the door that you close, there's a little frame about this big.
Remind me what that was.
It's an eye.
It's
it looks like
somebody's looking at you. Yeah, because you told me I did use the restroom while I was there, and you said, look at the back of the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that freaked me out a little bit. The next picture is a great mirror. You have a lot of horns or horns and things like that around that you've used. Antlers, that's what I meant. And the seashells and all of that.
I just collect all that stuff.
I love the dimension that you've done there. And the next is your hallway, the next picture, and that you've painted as well.
Yeah, the zebra stripes on the wall.
Yes, I love it. I think we have time for one more picture here. The guitars. Look at that. How fun is that?
And then the mermaid behind it that I did.
Oh, the big tall mermaid. I wish you could bring her here one day.
Yeah.
Wow. Drew, thank you for being on the show.
Fun.
I know you enjoyed that as much as I did. You should see it in person. It is just great. Stay tuned. I have a design dilemma coming up next.
I'm Mark Herbert with Herbert Homes. Today we're in beautiful Thompson, Georgia, in a neighborhood called Bordeaux. Most of the homes in this neighborhood here are well below $200,000. If you're thinking about getting a new home, if you're downsizing, or if you're just starting off in life and want something nice, we're one of the original 210 warranty builders in the Augusta area. We're VA, FHA, USDA certified also. So please come on out to Bordeaux. I'll see you out here in the neighborhood. Thank you.
Ever wonder what truly makes a house a home? It's all the thoughtful touches, all the little details that bring personality and character to any space. At Signature Interiors and Gifts, we believe that your home should be as unique as you are. Our collection is a treasure trove of inspiration, just waiting for you to explore. Our team would be honored to help you create a home that's not just lived in, but truly loved. Signature Interiors and Gifts, where every corner of your home tells your story.
It's hard to know where to start when shopping for home or kitchen appliances, but you can count on Kelly Appliance for exceptional value and dedicated customer service. Family owned and operated since 1962, their friendly and knowledgeable staff will see you through the entire process, from selecting the right product to experienced delivery and installation. It's no wonder that Kelly Appliance is consistently awarded for their service and expertise. Visit Kelly Appliance at one of their 2 convenient locations in Martinez and Aiken.
I have a fun design dilemma today. I'm going to show you how to dress a bed. I'm going to show you some projects that I've worked on, and then if we get to it, I have some tools here, and I'll show you how to layer some things up. Why don't we go ahead and start with the pictures, and I can tell you what we're looking at. Look at the first bed here. I love when you walk into a bedroom, and we've talked about this before, you want to walk into the foot of the bed, and you want that bed to be presented just like that. I realize sometimes your windows and doors are placed in such a way that you can't necessarily do that all the time, but when you can, your bed should be directly across as you walk in the door. Sometimes the bed can go in a window. If you have a big picture window, I've seen that. We can do a window treatment behind that to kind of cover up the window, but there are tricks that we can make that work. But what you want to consider, you want to layer pillows up. You'll notice the roll pillow, and then the next layer goes up, and then you have the headboard. So that your eye just keeps going right up, and it's just presented really well. When you do the symmetrical lamps on either side. It's just a nice clean look. If you want to add a little more pattern like we did there, we did a little foot warmer at the bottom that coordinated with that pillow. So the next picture you will see is a guest bedroom that I did. This is more of a high-end item here. This is a product that I do sell at the store, cut velvet fabrics, just beautiful. And I used an actual full comforter at the foot of the bed, and I just folded it on top of itself, so it has a really nice layered look. So that works really, really well. But again, those colors and patterns are graduated up. I feel like that needs those mirrors I like to do behind the nightstands now that I'm looking at it. But anyway, that's what we have there. The next picture, sometimes you don't need a lot of color like you saw in the last picture. Sometimes we want to tone it down a little bit, but we can add a little interest with pillows. Sometimes I do the interest on the decorative pillows in the front, and sometimes, like you see here, I might do it in the back. But this is a very neutral theme. Again, a comforter, but it's neutral and it's folded at the foot of the bed. So if your guest comes during the winter and they want to use it, they can pull it up, or they can take it off the bed. They can leave it there to warm their feet, however they would like to use it. Take a look at the next picture. This is a little different in that the main cover itself, I usually go with a lot of neutrals. If you see my work on social media, I show a lot of neutral bed covers, but occasionally I will bring in something a little bolder. So in this case, we did the blue, but it allowed those patterns of the pillows to really pop and for that blue to pop in that stripe. And then, of course, the window treatments that I made there pulled all of that together. But just a really good collaboration of the fabrics worked really, really well. The next picture is a little more formal and a lot of pillows. I know a lot of people, when I meet clients, they say, we don't want a lot of pillows. So there we are with a lot of pillows, but a very grand room. But you'll see again, we used the smaller pillows in the front. We graduated up to those Euroshams in the back, and then that fabulous headboard. If you want something a little different and colorful, this next project is something I did for twin girls. And this is a project I did quite a while ago. Again, a colored comforter on the bed. So we used color instead of neutrals. And then we did that kind of circus tent thing over their beds. That's really fun. We did some painting on the wall to pull in the colors also. But again, some nice decorative pillows. I think I brought too many pictures today. Let's show you the next picture. Made for a princess, you know, really, really great. The little fur throw is nice addition there because the bedding is kind of neutral, and then some pops of color on the pillows. We don't do as many monograms as we used to, but sometimes we want the names. We want somebody's name on the pillow to let them know it's their room. The next picture is kind of my look that I like to do. Again, the folded comforter at the foot of the bed, the graduated pillows up. We can bring more drama in with those nightstands, those cool lights hanging from the ceiling there. And then the next picture, I wanted to show you this because look at the bed skirt is attached to the top cover. So that was really cool. A lot of pillows again. I know. The next picture is what I want to show you. This is on a budget. So I'm going to show you how you can get the look I'm showing you, but on a budget. So the next picture here will show you, this was a bed in the bag. I purchased that, I think it was an Eddie Bauer comforter, plaid. I put that at the foot of the bed, folded that, made a couple of pillows for the bed, but other than that, it's all pretty inexpensive, so you can have that high-end look and save a little money. The next picture is exactly the same. You'll see that I used the shams, the coordinating shams with the comforter on that as well, and popped that. Let me show you the tips here. I have more pictures, but let's go ahead and show you what I've got here that I brought in today. We have Euroshams that we like to use, and this is a 27 by 27 inch pillow. Again, we like to chop those. I like to put these in the back. And then we have a flanged sham, and this is for a king bed. You'd have a series of 3 of these in the back. Then you could do a couple of these. If you want a decorative pillow, you can do something like this in the front. Because of this pattern, I wouldn't chop this one. It would look a little weird. I like that pattern to be full. These were a little expensive fabrics, but let me show you what I've done to the backs. None of the backs have the same fabric. I use less expensive fabrics on all 3 of these, obviously. Even there too. These covers I like to use, they have the velvet, they're lightweight, they're really great. Decorative pillows can be fun, they can be solid. You could do something like this. They don't have to be so colorful, so bold, and maybe keep pillows simple and larger. So I hope that helped you figure out some bedding options for your bedrooms at home. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with my guest for the day.
Come on, let's make this blue moonshine all day. Let's make this world with everything you say. It's so easy and so fun to feel this way. To feel this way.
driving machine for everyone at Taylor BMW.
Remember when a handshake meant something? At F&M Bank, it still does. Here, you're greeted with a smile, called by name, and treated like family. We believe in people over profits, and we're proud to grow with Washington and Augusta, Georgia, and all the communities we call home. F&M Bank, hometown banking, timeless service.
Welcome to Dink Pickleball on Fears Ferry Road. Stop by our pro shop for exclusive paddles, gear, and apparel that keeps you looking sharp. With 9 state-of-the-art courts, there's always room for your next rally. Our private event space makes every celebration unforgettable. Refuel with chef-curated food, cool off with ice-cold drinks, and catch the action from our loft's perfect view. New to pickleball? Learn from the best with classes taught by our pickleball pros. No membership required.
What if the perfect pair of shoes could transform more than just your outfit? At Signature Soles and Apparel, it's not just about fashion, it's about finding the pieces that make you feel confident, unique, and ready to take on the world. From stunning shoes to statement outfits and accessories, every item is carefully chosen to help you express your personality. Let our friendly team help you discover your next favorite look. Signature Soles and Apparel, where every step you take feels beautifully you.
These bed covers they come in about 20 different colors. Did you all feel this?
Yeah, I love it.
It is so nice. This is kind of a mocha color, but I use neutrals a lot. Sometimes I fold this at the foot of the bed as well if you have another bed cover on, and these are washable. That's important.
Oh, that's really good.
I know kids and pets, and if you're like me, you have a glass of wine in bed, so you never know what's going to happen, what you're going to spill. But that plaque is pretty impressive, John, I have to say. That's awesome. Oh, and you have your hat on.
Yeah.
I love it. They wanted me to wear the hat, and I said, not on this head. I don't think it would fit. But anyway, thank you. And Drew, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
I love it.
And thank you also for, I have my live stage show coming up at the Miller Theater, October 25th. I hope you get your tickets. So you connected me with the Boys and Girls Club, and they are one of the benefactors of this fundraiser.
It's wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Organization.
The Boys and Girls Club is a great organization. I meet with them next Monday to walk through their facility, meet with their people.
Great. That's
so
good.
Half the funds that we're raising that night go to Boys and Girls Club.
Good.
So that's really awesome. So if you don't have your tickets, please buy them. You bought 20. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Drew. Wow. 20. Get your friends together. Come to my store and buy the tickets, or go to the Miller Theater, go to their website, go to their box office. You can buy the tickets. But please come and see my live stage show. I'm going to sing. I'm not going to dance. I do have dancers in the show, though. And then we're going
to be a dancer.
Could you? A little ballroom dancing. And then we're going to do my signature mic show. Absolutely. Hey, and we'll see you at the Tunnel to Tower on September 6th.
Great.
We'll see you next time on the Signature Mic Show.
All right.